question, but why can't we eat and drink at the same time?
Well,
Water, like eat and drink water.
would you like a stupid answer?
I don't mind, whatever the answer is.
Okay, so it's not a stupid question. When we eat food, okay, let's say you take a bite of an apple. Your amazing body takes, as you're chewing the food, which you have to do for this to happen. So if you blend it, juice it, whatever, you tend to swallow it without chewing it up. This doesn't work so well. But as you're chewing the food, your body's actually taking a measure of what's there on your tongue and preparing the perfect environment to digest that food in the stomach. Okay, determining how much hydrochloric acid do you need, okay, what enzymes do you need and in what quantity, okay, and all that's based on having the apple in an empty stomach. Then you drink a bunch of water. You're now diluting your digestive juices, which are not going to work very well, okay? So ideally, you're eating food or you're drinking water. You're not doing the two things at the same time. Now, I know many of you, I've reflected on my own childhood and thought, with the exception of summertime when it was hot out, right? I'd come in. I used to cut our lawn. I was the only boy in my house, so I would cut the grass from the time I was around 10 years old. And my stepfather, from when I was 11 on, he owned a liquor store, right? And he would bring home cases of Tropicana orange and grapefruit juice because he sold it in the store. So he bought it at wholesale and he would bring it home. We'd have cases of stuff. And I'd come in from cutting the grass and I'd grab a quart of juice and drink the whole thing. Okay? I probably drank a lot in the summertime. The rest of the year, I can't remember ever drinking anything if I wasn't eating. And we had to drink when we ate. I don't know about you, I grew up eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Anybody ever try to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without drinking? It's not going anywhere. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, okay? We have to drink because we live primarily, most of us grew up primarily eating food that was very low in water content. It's not going down without something to wash it down, okay? The chips that people eat, right, all the snack foods, they're completely dry. I mean, to be fair to them, I've actually researched it. Corn chips contain 3% water. Okay, so that helps a lot, right? You only have to add the other 72% to get that shit through your system. Okay, and that you have to drink if you're eating this stuff. You have to. But if you're eating high water content food, there's no reason to drink while you're eating. I mean, does anyone need to wash down their watermelon? Papaya? Pineapple? Mango? Not likely. Yeah, this stuff has got plenty of water in it.
So would you recommend eating and drinking if you're having a meal of bananas?
No, I would never recommend drinking while eating.
Any fruit?
Anything.
All right.
Anything. I mean, again, if you're going to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you might have to. But if you're drinking while you're eating, you're diluting your digestion. Okay, you're always impairing the body's digestion by doing that. So it's always best to do them separately. Yeah?
And if you drink a glass of water before you eat,
You can do that.
15 minutes before.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, you want it to be at least 15 minutes before the meal. The question was, can you drink the glass of water before the meal? Yeah, you can do that. It has to be at least 15 minutes before the meal so you don't have water sitting in your stomach. If it's still sitting in your stomach, you're going to dilute your digestion. But the problem is that, let's say that you're currently, this is probably not the case, but let's just say that you're fully hydrated right now. And you're going to eat, something completely dry. So you're thinking, I should add some water now because I'm going to need it later. Does that work? No, if you're fully hydrated, you're going to pee it right out. It's not going to help you, okay? So it only helps you if you're already deficient, right? I mean, the body doesn't know the future. It doesn't think about what it's going to need. That's like when I was a kid, they talked about carbo loading. You're going to run a race, eat a bunch of carbs beforehand. But my body doesn't need the carbs now. I'm just forcing it to do a bunch of work to process all this food that it doesn't need. How does that help? Okay, always better to meet your body's need when the need arises rather than to try to anticipate it. Okay, does that make sense? All right? Yeah.
What about like speed of eating?
What about the speed of
How
eating?
important is it to chew the food thoroughly?
Very important. It's very important to chew your food thoroughly, because if you don't chew it thoroughly, your body's going to have a hard time digesting it, depending on what it is. So when people tell me, you know, that they eat a salad, maybe here, and tell me, yeah, I saw some lettuce the next day. If you chewed your food thoroughly enough, there wouldn't be any lettuce to see. If you can see pieces of leaves, then you didn't really chew it. I mean, you know, theoretically, you want to chew until it's completely liquefied. That means there are no solid pieces left. Okay? That's how you optimize your digestion.